everybody, welcome to a special night after Christmas edition of Saturday Night Hookah and Hottubs. Welcome everybody. Tonight I am smoking a delightful Fumari prickly pear shisha. And it goes very nicely with my Bud Light Platinum Seltzer Wildberry. This is 8%. I told my guest tonight to bring a strong drink because we're getting into it hard tonight. I'm going with the festive cheer. This is as festive as I can get personally. But hey, cheers to everybody. Do you guys realize we have, what, 5 more days of 2020? And how glorious it sounds right now? I am so fucking happy. This is a weird holiday, let me tell you. I'm glad that I got to, I got to go see my mom for Christmas Day, which was nice. Got a chance to catch up with both my partners, which was nice. I miss the rest of my family. I mean, I'm used to really big holiday shindigs. They're not huge, but there are like 10 or 15 of us, and obviously we can't do that. You know, talk to my grandparents. They're missing us. They still want to do something, but we had to kind of force quarantine them, tell them that family can't get together this year, and they will have to wait until next year. They're very resilient. I'm assuming they're going to survive for another year or two. You know, fingers crossed. But yeah, it's been an interesting holiday season. I'm looking forward to hitting the new year and just being done with it. To be perfectly honest, Christmas is very bittersweet for me. I'll tell you that. Like it's a big place in my heart for it. There's also a lot of heartbreak alongside it. So I'm ready to keep on going. Got started early. I usually take more time to get all my technical issues worked out, but now we're just running around just fine. So hey everybody. Nice big pull of the hookah. For those listening on the, if anybody ever listens to the podcast, I mean, that is a thing out there for some reason. Give people a few more minutes to show up to the show. Overall, man, I've gotten through 3 weeks at my job now. It is, like I said, I've told you guys I'm doing 12-hour days. I only had to do 3 12s this week. It's funny to only work a 3-day week and only be 4 hours short of a full 40. 312 is still a long-ass week. So I am still a little sore. My body's not yet adjusted to these long days on my feet. I need to buy the world's best shoes so that I can get a few of these nice paychecks under my belt. Man, oh man, it has been a little rough. Yeah, that's about all the news I've had recently. Let's go ahead and give us a minute. I see Scarface is watching the feed. But I've got to give him... He's not currently addable. He was a minute ago. This add people to live thing is such a funny, prickly little system. So Scarface, if you are watching, you might need to be full screened on the video. I don't know how it works. But let me go ahead and, while I wait for him to be invitable, as silly of a phrase as that is, I'm going to go ahead and pull out my notes. Go full on Santa Claus here. My glasses are steamed up. Oh no. Can't see a damn thing. What in the hell? Alright. There we go. Oh, yep. It's even worse. Okay. Oh, Scarface sent me a thing to approve. Okay, let me read his bio here. Pull out the old Christmas lists. Santa Claus checking his list. So, for those of you who didn't see the announcement, looking for my glasses. Tonight we've got a good friend of mine, Jeremy Scarface G. I called him Ghea for years. That's how his last name is spelt, but not pronounced. Our good buddy Scarface, former crew member of the Criminal Dawn, current member of the Feisty Felines crew. Winner of the 2020 NaNoWriMo writing contest, which I believe means that you successfully got your word count in under the deadlines. Congrats there. And he is back on Facebook for one night only. I convinced him to come back to Facebook after a long exodus just for the show. So everybody, let's go ahead and welcome Scarface tonight. Let me see if I can get him to pop onto my feed. And we'll see if he plays to the silly speaker floating around me when he does come on. I don't need glasses on anymore. Totally costume glasses, but they're hilarious to me. So, yeah, approved, Scarface. Scarface tried to send me that thing again. I just hit a button to bring you on, and it's not bringing you on, which is silly. It's a very, like I said, picky thing. So I'll just keep smoking and waiting for it to bring him onto my feed. Yeah, it said you sent me a request to be on the feed, and I finished talking about you for a minute, and they accepted it, and it went away. So I don't know, maybe close out of it, come back in, full screen the thing. I don't fucking know. I've only ever been on this side, so I can't tell you what works and what doesn't. I can tell you it took a full hour worth of troubleshooting to get Cameron on, so we're going to hope it's not that bad tonight. You know, if the government gives us this beautiful $2,000 they're now dangling in front of our faces, or the $600 or whatever they give us, my first goal is to buy a new laptop, which I'll be able to have out here with me. And I'll have my webcam and a microphone and everything, and I'll be able to just Skype users in, and that is so much easier of a system. I'll probably move this whole thing over to Twitch or YouTube or something. We'll see at that point. Watching a delightful nerdcore concert on YouTube today, and just noticing how much nicer the quality is than when we do Zoom calls or Facebook Lives or anything. Just professional quality is just a nice difference. All right, Scarface thing is on. Let's try this again. Scarface. The exact words on my screen currently. So the word, come on. Hey, buddy.
Hey. Well, I said I lost my audio, so.
I'm trying to turn my sound up. That's very quiet.
Hold on to your proverbial butts. Can you hear me?
Hey, you're quiet as heck, but I can hear you. What's up, buddy?
Hey, also, by the way, trying out some Bluetooth headphones that my... Weird. That was some feedback.
Yeah, I'd say kill the Bluetooth headphones. You sound like you were in a tunnel a mile away from me currently.
Yeah, I'm going to do that now. Pause. Can you hear me now?
So much better. Yes, I can. How's it going? You're trying to find yourself someplace comfy to be. Hey, nice ceiling. Oh no! Scarface, re-invite. Re-invite. All right, we're going for a theme tonight. It is the Christmas show. Oh. Everybody's had Scarface. You got up?
Hey, there we go.
What's up? What's up?
All right. Hopefully this sticks. First off, I want to
only hope, right?
Cameron got me this wonderful how to pick up chicks.
How to pick up
chicks.
Oh, it's
clever. Witty.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. I was hearing an echo. I can hear myself twice.
At least you can hear me. I'm not sure what all that bullshit is about. So.
Hopefully that.
I got some Bluetooth headphones from the owner of the company that I work at now, and they're great.
Nice. Oh, nice.
Sound quality could be a whole lot better. So
Free is free, right?
Huh?
The free is free. So.
Exactly. And they're $350 headphones, but like music's really good, but for some weird reason, like call quality and everything is just terrible.
I hate taking calls.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Honestly, I've never really been a big Bluetooth. Like, it's always been kind of hit or miss.
Are you guys getting that bad echo I'm picking up as well? Oh, went away. No more echo. Scarface, are you still here?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can hear you fine. I plugged in regular headphones.
Gotcha. Fucking-phenomenal, buddy.
Yep. Yep. Hopefully that's the last of the technical difficulties for the night. So.
Like I said, we can edit that all out in post.
Fix it in post.
I was suffering with me and Cameron's issues to an hour-and-a-half long podcast, so editing is magical. Let me tell you.
Yeah. So, glad to hear that the new job is going well.
Yep. Yeah. So your new job's going well too, isn't it?
It is. It is. It's the most I've ever made, ever, which is phenomenal.
Same here.
I'm salary, so I'm not hourly, so that's kind of a takeaway. But they're really, really good about making sure that nobody burns out and works hours that they're not supposed to. So
that's good, because that's a real fucking thing. Let me tell you.
Yeah. And the owner / CEO of the company, like, he bought us all Thanksgiving dinner on Thanksgiving. For the holiday party, he bought us all, like, food and drinks, and bought everyone all, like, these really expensive but unpredictable Bluetooth headphones. So.
Nice.
Yeah.
The company I just left, I just saw their Christmas present, and it is a Street Fighter themed mug with the company logo on it, which is the most fucking random thing.
Yeah, that doesn't make like any sense at all. Like like.
My brother,
really?
He's it's like, dude, you missed out on the holiday gift. I'm like, what is it? He sent me a picture. I'm like, what the ever living? What the ever living drunk redneck fuck is that? He came up with this drawing. Like, it's something like people would be like, man, it would be fucking funny if we made this like while you're 12 beers and 2 joints in.
Right.
And you would not double check it the next day to see if it's actually a sober idea.
Yeah. Like, is it at least like Street Fighter 2? Like, that's so weird. That's so like random and arbitrary.
It's very fucking goofy. I don't know. But,
yeah.
Well, how'd your Christmas go, bud?
It was good. I spent Christmas Eve with my mom, which was cool.
Right. Nice.
And then I spent Christmas, pretty much all of Christmas Day with Cameron and family.
Right.
And
nice,
after and after that, my mom picked me up and we went back to my grandparents. So, it's
nice.
Pretty actually really good Christmas.
Yeah. Yeah, like I was saying before we hopped in the feed, I had a pretty toned down version. My mom wanted us all to come up on Sunday.
Yeah.
And she wanted me to come up, and wanted my sister and her wife and my brother and his girlfriend all come up. I'm like, that's 6 people in a studio apartment. I'm like, I can't justify that, Mom. Like,
no.
We're on lockdown right now. I can't do 6 people in a studio apartment. And so I ended up thinking it over. I was like, I come down just Friday. She's not doing anything Friday, so I just caught a ride down to Portland and caught a ride back.
Yeah.
One partner came back with the other, so I got to see everybody I want to see for this last couple days. So
I'm happy. You did that. That's cool.
Yeah. My mom got me a Jimmy Buffett T-shirt and a
nice.
I think it's a help book. So
the Notebook.
It's called like the 4 Precepts. It's just a way a series of rules to live your life by. I don't know. It's a nice thing, I think.
Yeah, sounds like a self-help kind of a thing. So as long as she didn't get you the notebook, then
Yeah. My first ever girlfriend got me a worst case scenario guide to dating and sex for Christmas. I'm like, that's an omen.
Right? Are you trying to tell me you're a bad partner beforehand? Like, how do you?
Yeah, yeah. Beth actually, she said she asked me if it's something you had seen. So I'm gonna have to. I can't remember the name of it right now. I'll show it to you later. But
Yeah.
yeah,
Well, no, I actually used to own a copy.
yeah.
I used to have the whole line of worst case scenario books, and then lost them in the move because that's worst case scenario situation.
Yeah. I think I still have the dating and sex one, which is hilarious. What I got in high school from my girlfriend. Yeah.
Yeah. I have to ask, was she like a terrible partner? Like, was she?
Well, she was, yeah, actually pretty emotionally abusive.
Mm.
Looking back, it was the sort of thing I started joking with her about, and then the more I joked about, it, I'm like, wow, this is
Yeah.
really real. She is, yeah, this is not great.
Yeah.
But a lot of that was, I mean, my issues as well. So I won't drag her too hard for high school relationships, to be honest. None of those
But
are
she
great.
did give you a heads up, so that should have been like some modicum of a warning.
Yeah, it was nice
Yeah.
of her, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's been a good Christmas.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting it to be. It's been pretty all right. I mean, for what it is, I missed the giant dinner with family and stuff.
Yeah.
Um,
Same.
last year, my mom doesn't have a place for it. We got Airbnb up in Bellingham.
Nice.
Beautiful fucking place on a little lake.
Nice.
I just invited all the family to that. That was fucking phenomenal. I loved it. We were planning on doing that again this year. So that's kind of our plan now. Just get an Airbnb for the whole family. Because my grandparents are in a retirement home now, and my uncle's moved in with a new girlfriend. He's been seeing her for a while, and just no one has a place for it.
Yeah.
So the
Which,
Airbnb, where to go.
for COVID, that's kind of a good thing because that's kind of an out for
Yeah,
like, well, no one has the room, so, and, pandemic, so.
yeah. Well, I mean, yeah. My sister lives with her wife's parents,
Mm-hmm.
so they don't have a place. And my brother's living in a studio, so I was like, if there's anybody who can offer a place, I mean, I've got the biggest place to everybody,
Yeah.
but still COVID, so we're on a lockdown right now. I told
Yeah.
I told everybody, like, if you guys want to wait till mid-January when the restrictions are lifted, we can do dinner then. But
Yeah. Hopefully lifted.
yeah, I'm not crossing my fingers on that just yet.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
Well,
like,
when I introduced you, I mentioned that you were a winner of NaNoWriMo this year. Congratulations on that, my friend.
thank you. Thank
That's
you.
something you've taken on many years now, right?
8.
This-
8
years.
years.
Since the first time
Yep.
you made it through.
Yeah, first time I've made it through. In fact, the closest I've gotten before this was halfway. So, like, this is a
So,
huge
those who
accomplishment.
don't know, tell us a little bit about this.
So, NaNoWriMo is for the month of November, the goal is to write 50,000 words. And so it breaks down to 1,667 words every single day. No breaks. The problem with that is if you happen to miss a day or even like miss your word count for a day, you have to catch up.
Yeah.
So I kid you not, like the last day of the month, I wrote almost 10,000 words.
Jesus.
Like,
Were you working at that point?
oh, I was severely behind, but thankfully, like with the new job, like I had a really long weekend. I had Thanksgiving through obviously Sunday because I'm thankfully now back to being in a Monday through Friday job. So I had Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. So I had 4 days to essentially finish writing this book, and it was insane. It was absolutely insane. I'm still like shocked I actually was able to pull it off.
So did you finish the book you were writing, or did you or
So the average book is like 3 times as long as that, because it only
Right.
equals out to like a little more than 100 pages. So the
Oh,
average
okay.
book is like 300 pages or
That's what I
more.
was wondering if you were aiming to write more of a short book for the competition.
No,
Or
no, no, no,
do
no.
you want to make
Like
something more?
it's definitely a work in progress.
Well, 100
So
pages is a work in progress. It's a lot of progress.
yeah, and and that's the other thing is like it's also very much a rough draft right now. So I there's actually like a huge gap in the story that I need to finish filling in.
That's fair.
So yeah, yeah,
If I were to ever get around to writing, I would definitely write my chapters in no reasonable numerical order. I will tell you that.
yeah.
My
That's
ADD brain would not allow me to write things from start to finish. It would be, oh, here and then here, and then let me connect these two dots, and then here and then here, and then.
that's actually pretty common. Which
That's
is
kind of
why
my idea.
yeah, which is why like everyone stresses the importance of outlining and up until this NaNoWriMo I've never really been a believer in it, but let me tell you, it saves your life.
So I can imagine, yeah.
Yeah.
Ah,
So
Jeez. I do not recommend these Bud Light Platinum seltzers. They taste kind of like Bud Light, to be honest, but
eh,
they're seltzer. Um, I got them because they are 8% alcohol
right.
content, so it's like twice their normal seltzer.
Yeah.
This is yeah, where it's the holidays. I'm trying to get a ho 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 Rex, whatever. I was looking for a better pun to lead in with that, but no, I'm just trying to get fucked.
Yeah. Yeah.
I've got like another 40 minutes of video to see how plastered we can get. So cheers, my friend.
Cheers.
If I have a problem turning off this video at the end, then I can't figure out the buttons anymore. Then I've done
And that's
pretty
how
well.
you know you've done a good job.
Yeah. So speaking of holidays, you do anything for? I would ask you if you got to come over for fire around New Year's. You got plans for that then?
Yeah.
Like,
I'm hanging out with my buddy Roland and his girlfriend. Um, so like it's still obviously going to be low key, which is
yeah,
what you have to do.
yeah.
But gonna have some beer, watch some fireworks, and like I'm definitely staying up until midnight because I want to watch this year die.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch the clock and make sure it actually turns over to
Yep.
2021. Like
Yep.
I'm not trusting. I'm not trusting just
Mm-mm.
falling asleep and
Mm-mm.
hope, hope the year ends. I need to watch
Yeah.
with my own eyes.
Yeah. 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 Like
There's yeah, there's
I think that's what I'm most excited about for New Year's Eve is like just watching the year end.
there's those memes where like the clock turns over at midnight and it turns to 12:01 December 32nd. We're like, no,
No.
that's what I'm scared of. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
yeah.
fair. That's totally fair. Or it's a whole Groundhog Year where, guess what? We get to do 2020 all over again.
Jesus Christ, man.
Yeah.
Uh,
Yeah. Lahir says, I'm coming over and setting both of your clocks back an hour.
Lahir, don't you fucking dare, my friend. That's how you get uninvited, right there. Yeah, no, actually, Lahir and Corinne and Nubu and Emily are coming over, and we're gonna sit around the fire and
That's awesome.
say goodbye to burn some shit and say goodbye to 2020 that way.
Yeah.
Trying to keep to the under. And Beth will be over as well, so it'll be all 5 people over, an outdoor gathering. Try and keep safe.
I think that should be fine.
Yeah,
Like, I think 5 is kind of your cap for.
that's currently the state guidelines.
Yeah.
No more than 5 people at an outdoor gathering.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Which,
So
so hopefully it's not like ice cold like when I was over there last.
I know. Yeah. Well, I've been looking at the forecast. The Curl says it's going to rain, which means there'll be no fire. We'll just be under the cover back here, which is not as much fun, but it will still make it work.
Right.
I decided that we're going to play champagne pong, and
Ooh, there you go.
Yeah.
There you
Yeah.
go.
I've been talking about wanting to play beer pong for a while because I'm a disillusioned mid-30 something who still wants to be a frat kid. So I want to play more beer pong. It's been a while. I know, showing my age.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, no. But I have friends now who refuse to play beer pong with beer in the cups because the ping pong ball bounces off the ground, gets all dirty, and gets into beer, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But we're playing with little inserts inside the cups with water inside them because I refuse to play unless there's actually some sort of booze in the cups. Here, by the way, so there's a cup with water inside of it on top of the solo cup, basically, or inside the solo cup, so that the little pong ball that is full of fucking ground COVID never touches your liquor.
ground COVID. You know that's a thing.
I don't know. What kind of frat would you join if you're still I think it would be a bunch of just 30-somethings having a weird midlife crisis. Right? I feel like we're a bunch of 20-somethings.
Yeah.
So, yeah, that's what kind of frat we'd be in, Beth. Thank you for the question.
Yeah.
I've been to a frat party or two at UW when I was not going there. I was just living right next to campus.
Yeah.
That's actually not where I learned to play. I learned to play beer pong for rednecks. Let's be honest.
Shocking.
Yeah.
Shocking.
Yeah, I actually learned to play beer pong and flip cup from a guy who at one point drank himself to death. So.
Scheiße.
Yeah, so that's a good cautionary tale. Don't drink yourself to death, please.
Yeah. Yeah, like ever. As I take a sip of mimosa.
If you are told you have a disease that where you're drinking so bad you've made yourself so sick that you might die, please stop drinking for the love of God, my friends.
Yeah.
Do it and get your ass at beer pong. Shut up, here. Shut up. People shit talking my fucking shit.
Hey, you know what? When COVID's over, you owe a lot of people some Mario Kart.
Yeah. Also, here, how old are you, by the way? So,
That's valid.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's still in his 20s, the appropriate age to play beer pong. So, if a 20-year-old comes over and shames a mid-30-year-old something at a college frat game, yeah, big fucking whoop. I get it. You still have your youth, blah, blah, blah. Whatever. Hey, Danny, yes, sharing happy stories of positivity. Absolutely. I know, right?
Yep.
Yeah, no, I love a good drink, but
Same.
really, if it comes to that where you're having to get blotto every single night of the week, like, hopefully someone will talk to you, because it's once your health's on the line, please.
Yeah.
Smoke weed. That is so much better for you long term.
Something, like, seriously, do something else. Like, maybe get some therapy.
Yeah.
Just throwing that
Here
out
turns
there.
28 one day, yeah.
What?
You're one day away from the mid-20s, you fuck. So you're still mid-20s. You are beer pong age.
Yeah.
I am too old to play beer pong. But I will
I'm
still,
definitely
whoop
too
your
old
ass.
for that.
Okay. Scarface, you ever played beer pong?
Yeah. When you actually lived here in the house, I played with you and Katie's coworkers at the time, whose names
Fair.
escape
Yeah.
my head.
Ryan and Caitlin?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, just since Danny is, how's 28 mid-20s? 27 is. 27 is mid-20s.
Yeah.
Also, no, you call yourself whatever the fuck you want to call yourself.
It's pre-30 and after 25. That's mid-20s.
Yeah. You're closer. 27 is closer to 25 than it is 30.
Correct.
So
that's mid-20s.
You're still in the mid fuck you, all right?
Yeah.
So I'm not even gonna out Scarface's age on this podcast, but me and Scarface are both mid-30s. We'll say.
We'll go with that. I can live with that answer. Yeah.
That's my Christmas present to you.
Yeah. I'm actually turning I'm not going to say what it is, but I'm actually turning a very monumental age next year.
Yeah, 36.
Exactly.
But I'm on to
uh,
by
I
the way,
wish.
so I'm hoping to finish 4 of these by the end of the night.
Yeah.
Oof, yeah. And a little hookah.
And a
I've got
hookah. I honestly, as weird as it sounds, like that is like one thing that COVID has deprived me of the most, and it's just like, how dare you?
COVID has made it so I smoke hookah by myself a lot more than I like to do.
Which is kind of like, is that depressing, or is it? I feel like hookah is supposed to be a
Oh,
social thing.
it's definitely fucking depressing. I
Yeah,
watched it.
yeah,
Like I definitely. I'm so. It's more depressing. 'Cause I didn't do it by myself a lot. But then when our buddy Sean passed,
yeah,
his partner Tasha bequeathed to me Sean's hookah
yeah,
and all of the shisha that he had stored up over the years. And she said like the one caveat I'm giving to everybody, I'm giving Sean stuff is people need to use it. I don't want people hoarding stuff and keeping us like locking it away in a trunk as a memento. I want people to enjoy his things. Yeah.
yeah,
Right. His masks are adorable.
yep,
But yeah, so I went through his shisha. Like I smoked nearly every day for the first couple weeks I had that, until I started just getting bad headaches from it, and so I just had to cut back. I'm not
yeah,
used to smoking tobacco. I've never been a cigarette smoker or anything, so the amount of shisha I smoked that first month was pretty rough.
yeah.
Now I'm down to where I pretty much just smoke hookah,
Socially,
maybe once a week for this podcast, and then occasionally with a partner when they're over. But
right. Yeah, I don't think it was meant to be an everyday thing, like at all.
no, I don't think it should be, because
Yeah.
it's a heavy amount of tobacco. Like it's
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Like you
Especially
get like severe body high and everything from it.
yeah. Back to better stories of beer pong.
Yes.
I see Danny in there commenting. I know she's watching. I'm gonna go ahead and tell a good story about Cameron. So I taught Cameron to play beer pong at the Parkland house where you're living right now, Scarface.
Correct.
And I believe this was the first time he'd ever played. Me and him played, and we ended up playing against Haven and somebody else. I don't know if it was Haven and Kai maybe, or just Haven and somebody else. But it was me and Cameron playing. And we were dominating. We were making just great fucking shots. It might have been just me dominating, but we were like up like 5 cups to nothing, just super fast in the game. Like we just demolished through half their cups.
Crushing
and at one
it.
point, yeah. At one point, Haven tells Cameron, "Hey Cameron, if you guys drink half the cups at your table to let me catch up, I'll take my top off."
That's
And Cameron's like, "I'm into this." I'm like, "Cameron, we're gonna fucking win this game, dude." It's like, please. Don't do this to me. He's like, dude, but I want to see tits. Like, Cameron, my friend, please. Like, this is your first game. Let me win this. And he's like, nope, I can't say no to it. Hot girl, show me your tits. I'm going to fucking do it. Like,
can't argue that.
he pulled half our cups aside, and it was all downhill from that. We ended up losing the game. Like, so, yeah. I mean, it's you know, I'm trying to be the responsible one when I'm saying don't get the girls hot.
How did that feel? Was that a little weird to be in that spot? Like...
I know. Cameron makes me be the weird, responsible one. That I don't understand how I get into that role.
It's like when I'm suddenly thrust like into charge. I'm like, oh, okay. Like I have to shift a lot of gears right now, but
yeah, it's definitely that weird mentality when you're like, well, Haven and Amber.
oh
yeah,
shit.
there's a whole other story to the rest of that night, but it's not a podcast level story.
Yeah.
That was that night. Jesus.
Yeah.
Yeah, Haven and Amber, but I think it was just Haven taking her top off.
Yeah.
Gosh.
And Patry is right. Like boobs are very distracting and amazing, and
I know
distracting.
Yeah.
Like,
I remember once I was out playing beer pong, or I was hanging out with this guy Captain Bill back in the day. Katie knows him.
oh, Captain Bill. Oh.
It's only around people know Captain Bill, yeah. But he lives way out in some farmland somewhere south of it. I want to say like not Paulsville, but someplace like Yelmish, out farmlandy.
BFE.
Not in that country. But we were out there doing like piratey stuff, and then afterwards, she's like, hey, the neighbors are at a party. You guys want to wander over there? Like, we're always invited. Like, yeah, sure. So we wander over, and it's like, you know, the most like military-ish, you know, redneck of dudes, and the girls are all very like young, like, early 20-ish, very attractive girls. And we start, they're playing beer pong, and like, so we walk out the corner, the two girls like both pull their shirts up to show their bare breasts as distraction to keep the guys from making their shots. Like, whoa, this is party central. What have we walked into? And it turns around when it comes the girls' turn to shoot. Both guys whip their dicks out. They're holding their dicks over the cups. I'm like, I don't know if this is a fair. Is this a trade-off?
Nope.
I don't know if I want.
Nope.
We might
Hard
be
pass.
too deep in redneck.
Hard no. Hard no.
Oh, dance Amber Flash. That's fair. It's fair.
No.
It's worth it.
Yep. Oh yeah. 100%. 100%. Yeah.
I was really hoping after us losing like the 5 cups for tits, we could have at least still won. You know, like then that's a win-win situation. But no, we got the tits and we lost because of it. So that was harsh.
That's fair. That's fair. Like that's valid.
Yeah. So I've asked plenty of people this question. If you could have one event next year, Scarface, would you rather have a big blowout Tortuga-style event, or would you have a 100-person Pirate Plunder-style event?
Honest answer?
Or balls to the wall?
Honest answer, Libertalia 3.0.
That's a good middle ground. I'll take that.
Yeah. Like, Libertalia,
Nice,
of all the many events I've been to, like, both the Libertalias, top-notch. Just top-notch.
The problem is, I discussed, Libertalia can't be our first event back.
True. That's true.
Because everybody's chomping at the bit for that first event. And the first event's everybody's going to want to be there.
Yeah.
So it's whatever event it's going to be, it's I can't imagine it's going to be able to be intimate unless it's really heavily, like, you know, capped really quickly.
Yeah.
To get into. Because everybody wants it so badly.
Right. Honestly, I think the first one we should have back is a big one like Tortuga or Sea Dogs. Just because, A, it allows that many people back, and B, you need a long event just to really, like... Because if it's like a 2-day event, then it's not going to... It's going to feel like we were still robbed. Like, if it's a long, like, 5-day event, then that's when it feels like, okay, finally, this is what I've missed.
Big part of me loves the idea of the first event back being just a balls to the wall, let everybody get all their quarantine out for 2 years worth of no events.
Yeah.
The 2 big problems I have with that is, like I was talking with Kylie last week, there's a lot of kids that want this back too. So having the first event back being a 21+ event is rough on people. People,
that's
kids.
fair.
I mean, this is a big thing to littles and teens as well.
Yeah.
So I get that, and B, being as crazy of an event as Tortuga, I'm worried people are going to let go too hard.
Yeah.
I'm worried about people just absolutely having no idea how to restrain themselves anymore. So I don't know.
I mean, they rarely do that to begin with. Like,
right,
this is
right.
going to be... by the way, do you mean smalls in teens? Because you said littles in teens, and that's entirely different.
I was
entirely.
Okay.
Yeah. It's going to be littles only event.
Okay, yeah. Thanks, buddy.
You're welcome.
Hey, you know what? Thanks for the reminder, Papa Scarface.
Oh, yes, I definitely did that one to myself.
For those who need a quick refresher on that event, on that little inside joke there, while Scarface drinks, that event, I want to say it was like a...
It was an All's Fair.
It was All's Fair, yeah. Where we were setting up the Hookah Lounge, and you were like fighting some stubborn fucking steaks that wouldn't come out of the ground or something. And you were just fighting it, so you were screaming at this thing, trying to pull a steak out of the ground. And you were fighting, at one point, you yell at the steak, come to Papa! And like everybody had to stop and look, and you stopped your life, and you were in shock at yourself.
Yeah.
You were like, where the fuck did that come from?
Yeah.
When did I ever refer to myself as Papa?
A grand
God.
total of once, and that was that one time.
Yeah, we're just like, oh, that's sticking now, buddy. You're Papa
Yeah,
Scarface.
yeah, yeah. That's how you. That's how you really shoot yourself in the proverbial foot. Like, it just
Yeah.
came out of my mouth, and still to this day, I'm like, the fuck?
Yeah. Uh,
Yeah,
the amount of weird Scarfaces that have popped up around All's Fair.
yeah. Which, I
That's
mean,
all I
let's
was
be
saying.
honest, that's it's not a great event. If we're gonna be honest about such things, it's not a great event. So weirdisms kind of just happen.
That's what I don't think we're doing again.
I'm not gonna lose sleep over it.
Yeah, to be honest, I think we'll find something else around that time frame. We'll
Yeah.
see. I don't know. I'm not currently in charge of any of the sort of decisions, so but my gut feeling is we're not doing it again. So
Yeah. I mean,
we'll see.
honestly, we've been threatening it for a while, and all's fair. Like, if you're to give up one event, that's a good one to just give up, because
Yeah, but it's also hard. So that was the first ever feline show.
yeah,
Was it
that's true.
also? So
That's true. Well, that was
right.
also at Swiss Park, though.
Yeah, I do miss this park a lot.
Like, honestly, like, ever since it moved to the county fairgrounds or whatever it is, like, it's just, it's not the same. It's just, it's not.
No, and the last 3 years we've been there. We've really made the party scene.
Yeah,
We've been the only party scene last
yeah,
at least last 2 years. There was a little bit of one where they tried to be kind of party the first year they went to Thurston County Fairgrounds. But still, even with the couple other parties, I would still wager to say we were the biggest party group there.
if
And
not
last 2 years,
the.
yeah, in the last 2 years, it's been literally just us throwing nighttime parties. As far as I know.
Danny, excuse me, Danny does have a good point. Like, that is like the one event where we've gone skinny dipping. So,
And yes, but also the skinny dipping was so much more magic. The second to last one we did, because of the gorgeous topless fairy girls that showed up out of nowhere to brighten our lives.
yes.
But they got into the girl who heads them is a wonderful individual, and she got into Facebook arguments with the organizer of All's Fair, names I won't name, and she's turned off never coming back to that as well because he chases people away. I did not go ski dipping, but I got in trouble like I did.
Yeah, you did. Oh, so that was. Oh, who was? So that was me. That was Lainey back when Lainey was, still going to events.
In the state. Yeah, she's in California.
I think so.
Yeah.
Cameron.
Gavin.
Yeah, that's right.
I know they did naked chicken fights, and Cameron had to sit on Gavin's shoulders at one point.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
And who?
Jade.
Oh
Jade
yeah.
I was fully clothed, like sitting on the shoreline, just kind of there because I was far more sober than most people. I'm like, I have lifeguard training, and if any of these naked drunk fucks die, I'm gonna try and save somebody. So I was just kind of supervising at that point.
Yeah. Well, the first time you were in the water with us, and then you got in trouble.
What? No, not only I waded in like my ankles, but I never actually got undressed and got in.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Missed some good times here. I'm sorry. That is an event that has a lake within, like a lake with a swimming dock, like like a summer camp type, like a dock, sanded swimming area. That is like a 5-minute walk from our campsite.
Yeah. Which, let's be honest, that's like the only good thing about that site.
That with Danny, that's right.
Yeah.
Sorry, Danny, I was still pretty drunk then. I'm trying not to name all the names or parts of the story because there's a lot of incriminating information about that.
Yeah.
That I don't want to go into. So yeah. Yeah, that's right. That's right. Me and Danny walked down.
Yep.
we were just trying to be there just in case any of the drunk fucks that followed the beautiful naked sirens in the water died. Cameron was the bottom. Oh God,
Yep.
yeah.
Yep.
That was a good year. Yeah, no, that was a year where definitely we're kind of like there's not very many people here. Like it seems like we were kind of having this feeling like, oh, this is gonna be kind of meh. And I don't know, like I'm sitting in the bar, we're sitting on the bar, and these like gorgeous girls in fairy wings came in and wandered in. They're like, "Hey, we're trying to figure out like where the party is." We're like, "Oh my gosh, show up!" And one of them was like, "Hey, you guys want to see a party trick?" And we're like, "Okay." And she's like, "I can stick matches inside my inverted nipples and light them on fire. Want to see?" And we're like, "Okie dokie, go for it. That sounds great." And she lit matches off her nipples and was shaking them around. We're like, thank you.
That's
for showing
terrifying
up.
a little bit. More than a little bit.
We're just like, thank you for showing up and getting topless and making our night wonderful. And we're like, oh, yay, thanks for having a great party. We're like, okay, everybody's happy. Wonderful. Yeah.
That
It was wonderful.
That sounds painful.
She had zero problem with it.
No. I mean, I guess if she's okay with it, then... Huh.
Daniel says it was weird. I don't know.
Yeah, that's fair.
Patrick says, apparently the cider's getting to me, so you need to drink more, Scarface.
Yes.
No one's on you being drunk yet, so I think you're behind. This is my legs are both asleep. Sorry, Beth, you had to be there. I don't know how to. Yeah, one of the fairy girls is on my Facebook. I've kept in touch with her and talked to her here and there. She runs a booth and stuff, a merchant booth she brings to events sometimes.
Really nice person.
Yeah, she is a delightful human being. And her two other fairy friends, neither of them have really, I don't know where they disappeared to. I haven't been in touch with them, but yeah. Good times, good old stories.
Yeah. Definitely.
Yeah. So, anybody in the audience have any weird questions or requests for stories? Yeah, the redhead, Lorena.
She was awesome. Yeah.
A lot of them followed her on Facebook. Somebody in the audience ask for a story of some sort. Scarface, can you think of any good old stories or reenact for our friends? We've got some good ones throughout the years.
Definitely. It's hard picking one though. Like that's kind of the thing of like.
Right? Or somebody. Yeah. It's hard to just say, "Hey, look, you kids pull up. Let me tell you a story." Like.
Yeah. There was what about the first time I went to the A-Crop?
Oh, which one was that?
That was so you were at the Proctor House. And it was like the first time I remember cosplay going to Sea Dogs. And he rolls up and like everything is pretty much loaded. We're just like we're just kind of like wrapping everything up. And cosplay's like, "Hey, you guys want to go to the A-Crop?" And I'm like, "Yes." So we just piled into it. It was you, me, Steve, cosplay. I think it was just the four of us. Maybe there was a fifth. And then we just like as we were pulling out, like I think it was Katie asked, she's like, "Where are you guys going?" I'm like, "We're going to the A-Crop," and then we just leave. We just go.
The amount of times I've gotten in trouble for just running away to the A-Crop. Oh my God, yeah.
It's a great place to run away to, like.
Oh
yes! The time I was officially ransomed into the felines. I love that story.
Yeah, where the fuck do you start with that one? Jesus Christ.
How about with how the kiddie pool got lube in it in the first place?
Well, the kiddie pool got lube. We had a kiddie pool full of lube in it because a year we had conscripted Holly Handful, a good pirating old-time friend of ours, into running topless lube wrestling in our camp after a Feisty Feline show.
The
a Feisty
event, by
Feline
the
show.
way, was Sea Dogs.
Oh yeah, Sea Dogs. Yeah, back then, a Feisty Feline show. I got in big trouble after the show because I don't know a thing where by the time a Feisty Feline show is done, especially a Sea Dogs or a Nassau equivalent Feisty Feline show, where we have gotten where I mean it's 300 people watching our show and it's a big fucking ordeal. By the time the show is over, I am tossing back drinks like crazy. Like I'm like, my responsibility is done. I want to be fucking plastered. I'm drinking away the stage fright and all the anxiety. Like it's time to get fucking plastered. Like I've been on stage. I've been planning all day for this. I need to let go. So I fucking let go, and we walked away as the topless. I'm a terrible person because I walked away from the camp as topless lube wrestling started happening in my own camp. Like,
That's how you know you're just done.
Yeah, I had more important places to be, apparently.
Yeah.
I had at 11 p.m. on Saturday night, where I walked away from topless lube wrestling. We walked away, we started walking around drinking, and started walking along with the Willies, a crew that may never return again, possibly, but I love them so much.
Oh, that's sad.
And those of you who don't know the Willies, all the Willies they're started unofficially and without intent by a guy named Pink Willie, and his younger brother, who started for himself as Little Willie, showed up, and then they start just making Willie names. Everybody would be like, there was, I think, Sexy Willie was Little Willie's girlfriend.
Yes.
There was there was a lot of just descriptive words in front of Willie.
Big Black Willie.
Big Black Willie. After that after that feline show where Pink Willie twerked in Rose's face, we called her Pink Eye Willie for
I forgot about that.
There's a lot of Willie names, yeah. So we're walking along, and the Willies had a big old bottle of what they called Hootie Hoo, which I believe was just straight Jack in a really fancy bottle. I was drinking the Hootie Hoo with the Willies, and we're walking along, and we started walking along, and we left Laney in a biffy, a porta potty, and Katie yelled like, "Alan, like Laney's still in the bathroom. We can't keep walking." And I hold up this bottle of the Hootie Hoo. I'm like, "I'm drinking. I can't stop. I'm going with the Willies," and I'm just tossing the ball back. She's like, "Alan, no feline left behind. You can't fucking leave a feline behind." I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm a fucking Willie. Fuck the feline.
Oh!
And walk away. And she's like, seriously? You said fuck me? Like, yep, fuck the felines. I'm out.
Yep.
I walked away. And I was, for that night, I was Dirty Willie. I did my crew dirty. What Little Willie called me. So I became Dirty Willie. But yeah, circle back around. So after that night of people toplessly wrestling in our kiddie pool full of lube.
And nude,
next
by
day,
the way.
we had
Also nude.
Lube in our encampments. And Scarface, how did you get captured by littles? What?
So, again, smalls, not littles. There's a difference.
All right, small. My mind's apparently on kink. I don't know how to get
apparently. So this was
not
one
Scarface,
of the.
captured by littles. Small.
This was one of the last years I was still camping with the Criminal Dawn. And so it was the Criminal Dawn, thankfully, butt up against the feisty felines. Best of both worlds for me. So I was actually, it was the next day, and I was hanging out with Athena in the North Shadow Camp, just trying to stay cool, just, having some rare downtime, because anyone who knows me, like, I'm all over the place during events, especially one as big as Sea Dogs. So, like, me, like, sitting, like, in any one spot for hours on end is rare.
Right.
And so, if I recall correctly, Athena told, or someone, that's right, someone was walking by, and they happened to have spotted me sitting there with Athena, and everything, and they're like, dude, everyone's been looking all over for you. Where have you been? I'm like, I've just been here. And so, like, I think it was Athena who told the little kids to run up, basically be midget messengers, and tell you guys where I was. And so, and they came back, and they're like, we let everyone know, and they're like, And Athena jokingly said, "Well, if you want him to ever come back, like you gotta, get them to bribe. It's the pirate way."
Yeah. So yes. So change over to our side of where we were. We were all sitting in our kitchen lounge, like just. It was probably 102 degrees this weekend.
Yeah.
We're just suffering under the heat, and while we're sitting there suffering, this pack of small
Children. Yes.
children walks up to our gate, and the Feisty have a pretty strict no children policy because we are a blessed group. We have a bar. We don't allow children onto our ship because we don't.
Reasons. Legitimate reasons.
So this pack of children walks up to our camp, and they're yelling like "Mission aboard," and we're like, "No, we don't. No, children, what?" And they're like, "We have your Scarface." We're like, "What?" Yeah, listen, we have your Scarface. We're like, "What?" Well, first off, we're like, "He's not ours," but what? And we're like, "Go talk to Criminal Dawn." They're like, "They don't want him." We're like, "Oh, fuck." They're just like, "Well, what do you want for him?" They're like, "What do you have?" Like, they're like, "We want like drinks or snacks." They're like, "We don't have any of that. We only have booze, kids." And they're just like, "What do you have?" We're like, "I don't know. What do kids want?" And they look over. They're like, "What about your kiddie pool?" We're like, "That's used for adult purposes, children." And they're like, "No, it's a swimming pool. That's for kids. We can use that." We're like, "Oh God, how do we explain to them that's full of lube?" And they're like, "No, we'll take your." They're like, fine. We'll trade Scarface for our kiddie pool for swimming, obviously." and you like, we were, because it was disgusting. We wanted to get rid of it.
Yeah.
So we're like, "Yeah, sure. If you kids haul out this kiddie pool full of lube, we'll trade you that for Scarface."
Yeah.
Yeah, we were so done with it. We just wanted it gone. And so these kids, we let them into our camp just long enough to drag the inflatable kiddie pool full of lube out of our camp, basically doing trash duty for us, unbeknownst, in which we then got Scarface for it.
It was also a bag of Skittles.
Yeah, I think I just buy you from Membar for a bag of Skittles. But,
Yep.
Yeah.
Tropical Skittles.
Had to get parents to say yes. Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like Doc had to come over. Some of the smalls were his because he has like 12 smalls.
Yeah. Accurate number.
Yeah.
Spot on.
We had to tell people like yeah, your children are taking a kiddie pool full of lube from us.
So they bring it back, and they are like grinning ear to ear, like they did this thing, like they captured their proverbial flag. And I'm looking at the pool, and my memory goes back to last night, and I turn to Zeke and Athena. I'm like, "Don't let them play in that." And they're both like, "Why?" And I'm like, it had lube in it last night and naked bodies." And they're like, "Oh, we're gonna wash that out." And so they like tried thoroughly to hose it down, but it was some like evidently like water soluble lube because it did not come off at all. So.
Oh, Cameron said I butchered the story. I'm sorry, Cameron. You'll have to come back on in a few weeks and tell the story better than me.
Yeah.
I've also butchered my liver with 3 of these terrible ciders or
Correct.
seltzers. Blah blah blah.
I just realized a slight problem of all of this.
Yes.
What if one of us has to pee?
No. I'm in a hot tub. I can just pee in the hot tub. Ever pee in my hot tub, me included.
Yeah.
Don't please.
Yeah. I'm not going to pee in your hot tub.
No, I absolutely told Cameron. So I swear there's gonna be a swing where once I've done like 2 months of guests on the show, it's gonna just start over from the beginning again, and we're gonna do all the same guests again, but in person. Because that sounds so much more fun, to be honest.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah. Yeah, people that enjoy my hot tub that are currently yelling on the chat, "Don't pee in the hot tub."
That's
Try
too late.
and stop.
And better now.
Hot tub is a wonderful birthday gift. I enjoy my hot tub. I don't want to pee in it. So no peeing in the hot tub. But, on one hand, I'm not going to pee on the hot tub. On the other hand, enjoy challenging you all to stop me from being in the hot tub. So
Whoa!
Yeah.
Apparently that was the
Those are
most
good.
controversial topic of the night, is being in hot tubs. Who would have thunk?
Oh no, the most controversial topic of the night is the fact that I cannot stop calling smalls littles.
Littles.
That is the most controversial topic of the
Two
night.
entirely different things, sir. Two entirely different things.
Fair.
Especially since
I
you
thought
know
it was
both smalls and
that's what-
littles.
Dude, yeah. I'm gonna create an internet controversy once I upload this thing with my mislabeling.
Yep. Yep.
God damn it. Hookah the hot tub canceled after 4 weeks because I can't get my fucking, I apologize to the kink community, the DDLG community.
Yep. Yep.
You know that is not. I appreciate that.
Santa made me do it.
Sir? Who am I calling
Sir.
sir? Yeah. Oh no. I don't think I've called anybody sir, but I might now.
Right.
I called Danny sir.
There
Sir
you go.
Danny.
Sir Danny. Very regal.
Sir Danny.
Yes.
Sir Serafina.
Yes.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Yeah. It's your kink right, bro. My kink's perfectly fine.
Yep.
I'm good, alright?
Yep.
Yeah, no. Actually, I think, Scarface, I don't know how you're doing, but I'm definitely, as of, is Scarface calling me sir?
It's a show of respect, like.
Or other thing.
Well, that too.
At least he's not calling me daddy.
How about Papa?
I'm daddy, okay? Let's get it
Yep.
right.
Yep.
Figure out the titles before we move on, okay?
Yep.
The safe word is pee in the hot tub.
Yep. Yep.
Hey, so let's talk about blooping. You're up to like the last
What?
5 minutes didn't happen, but someone brought up something. That blooping is the sound of pooping in a hot tub.
Which concerns me.
And Danny, why would you know that?
Oh,
why has it ever been brought up to anyone ever before? No, we're gonna talk about this, but bring it back to blooping. See, I know the most like weird pooping terminology slang, I would say, I know is I know what a blumpkin is. You guys know what a blumpkin is? Doris, you know what a blumpkin
I've never
is?
heard of a blumpkin.
A blumpkin is a blowjob given to someone while they're taking a dump.
Why? Just why?
I don't know. It's the same reason that a Cleveland steamer is a phrase.
Which
People
I
like-
still am not totally sure what that is, and I'm okay with not knowing.
I believe it's really just popping up and taking a dump on someone's chest during sex. That's really what I think it is. Yeah. Made the chat really mad. That's great. I'm pretty.
Are we
pretty
looping
satisfied
again?
We're still wraps that up. Hey, Scarface.
Hey! So what I did was I closed everything else on my phone. So right now Facebook is the only app I have open. So hopefully whatever is causing that is just taken care of. This is
How do you feel going from zero Facebook to only Facebook?
hate it. With passion. With
Well,
passion.
thank you for breaking your Facebook hiatus for tonight. We
You're
appreciate
welcome.
you as a guest.
It's a worthy cause.
I wanted to play a quick game with you that
Okay.
I originally heard of from Beth, and I saw it on a Facebook video the other day, just this morning. I think it is a curious, interesting way to learn an interesting inner bit of someone's soul. So I'm going to ask you 3 questions.
Okay.
And those 3 questions, I'm going to ask you to justify your answers, and then after you justify your answers, I'm going to tell you what each of your answers means. Okay?
Sounds like a good
Make sense?
psychological game. Yeah.
Yeah. Just tell me what comes to your heart.
Okay.
your initial gut reaction. Okay, I'm gonna keep drinking because this is funnier if I try and psychoanalyze you while drunk.
Same.
So, first off, what is your favorite color?
Green. Dark green.
Green? The dark
Green.
green?
Correct.
Okay, and why is that? What kind of emotions does dark green bring?
So I grew up in the country. I actually grew up in the Black Diamond area, and so like the woods were my playground, and so I have so many fond early memories of being in the woods. And which is why like
Okay.
anytime like I go to like escape and get away and just center myself, I just go completely by myself into the woods and I just lose myself for an hour or so.
If you had to say like three like really like strong kind of describing words as to why that color resonates so hard with you, what would they be?
Youth, nature, serenity.
Okay, fair, fair. All right, remember those answers you gave me right there. Um, if you had to pick a favorite animal, what would your favorite animal be?
Dog. I've always been a
Dog?
dog person.
Okay. And why? What emotions do dogs bring to you? If you could describe things like, give me three really good words to why a dog is your gut favorite animal.
Community, friendship, family.
Okay, fair. Now, if you could describe a favorite source of water, be it rain, snow, a body of water, some sort of water, what is your absolute, like, what source of water comes to mind as the most important to you?
This one's tough.
Shut
I
up,
want to
Danny.
say a lake.
What's that?
A lake.
A lake? Is there any particular lake or just the idea of a lake in general?
Just the idea of a lake.
Okay. What words come to mind that make a lake important to you?
Calm, peaceful, relaxing.
Okay, fair.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go back over the answers you gave me. Your first answer about your favorite color has to do with how you see your personality. The words you described were nature, calm and serene, right?
Serenity. Yeah.
Serenity, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So you see your personality as being full of nature and serene, and
Yeah.
calling upon that feeling of childhood, like you said, like lots of yeah. Okay. Very cool. Second one, third animal has to do with what you were looking for in a mate. And you said dog for reasons of community, family, and friendship.
Correct. Yeah.
That's a solid kind of answer there, right?
Yeah.
It's something like you want as a partner in life.
Yeah.
Life, yeah. Yeah, because Scarface said youth for personality, so you see yourself as a youthful personality.
Yeah.
Okay. Sure.
Yeah.
And then for the mate, you want friendship, someone, a loyal companion.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Fair.
Yeah.
And the third one, this is the one that I always find to be the weirdest. The third one, your favorite water, describes your sexuality. And you said calm.
Peaceful.
Oh, bitch.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Way to turn it dark, Danny.
Okay. Okay. Back to your sexuality is a lake.
Yeah.
Calm. Peaceful.
Yeah.
Never moving.
Soothing.
Okay. Well, how do you feel about those reflections on yourself?
So honest answer was before I said lake, I was thinking river, and the words that were coming through my mind were fast, swift, and powerful. So
sexually, do you see yourself as fast, swift, and powerful? Parker's gonna fuck you like a river.
So I'm not sure which is the better answer there. Should I go lake or should I go river?
I'm gonna stick with Bridger. I like the calm.
Yeah.
Rather than the fast and furious other answer.
Right. Rage.
Okay, Beth wants to know, how would you go about crossing your sexual lake?
In a canoe? Actually, a kayak. In a kayak.
Okay, so basically you would kayak through your sexuality.
I feel like that's the name of a self-help book. Kayak through your sexuality.
That's the one my mom gave me, is kayak. A self-help book in
Number 1 time bestseller book, Kayak Through Your Sexuality.
Yeah. Men are from Mars, women are from kayaks.
Why a kayak? Because, again, like, the kayak is my member. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A dick like a kayak. That's my new hip-hop album, actually. Dick like a kayak.
I'll row your
Swims
boat.
kind of outside, no one's quite sure how to use it. Okay.
And it's known to make you tip over.
Yeah. It's longer than it should be and largely confusing.
Oh, the last one represents how you go about sex. Okay.
How you go about it.
Okay, that's an entirely different thing.
You have sex like a kayak. You're side to side. You get there. Okay.
Yeah. I get there by myself.
Yeah. Kayak is generally a one man operation, right?
Yeah, it is. I don't need no wingman. I am my wingman.
You don't need a wingman or a partner. You have your kayak. And you will cross this lake by yourself. So help you.
I will cross this lake by myself. And it will be very peaceful and serene.
I don't need no one else to help me cross this lake. I got it. I'd say this might be a game I play with people from here on out, but once the surprise is given, it's not as much fun.
Yeah.
To say weekly, everyone's heard it, so blah blah blah. They all know how to not give weird answers for their sexuality.
Right.
Yeah. Scarface, on that note, thank you so much for joining me tonight.
Yeah, this was fun.
A really good time. Good catching up with you. I tell all my guests who came here through the virtual means that once we are able to do this in person, I would love to have you back with a microphone between us and us sharing hookah, because currently the hookah is only mine.
Yes. Yes, I miss hookah. So.
Hey, buddy, you have yourself a great New Year's.
You too.
Again, thanks for joining us. We had some good chats, good stories tonight. And I'm going to go ahead and send you off, and you have a great night, all right?
You too. And I'm going to quit Facebook again.
Yeah, quit Facebook again until the new year when you come back.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah, okay. All right, well, hey, everybody. Thank you guys so much for joining me tonight. I'm sorry we had some gaps in the middle there, which will be edited out, hopefully, by the time this goes onto YouTube and Spotify. Again, look for us on my YouTube channel and the Hookah and Hottubs Spotify channel. That's the thing that's going now. So if you guys want to listen to this on your long and lonely commute to work and just hear some people you vaguely like bullshitting about life, that is certainly an option. I'm Admiral Alphonse. I'm a bit more drunk than I should be for the holiday streaming evening. Thank you guys so much. Again, love y'all. Thanks for the feedback. You guys are wonderful. This has been Hookahs and Hottubs.